would like to thank you everyone to come here and raise their voices. I have to say something to all freedom fighters and freedom lovers. The Kurdish resistance movement against Turkish state fascism is continuous with Kobani's resistance movement against Daesh. The Turkish government's political agenda in collaboration with Daesh wasn't as successful as they expected. They hoped that the election would be more successful, however, they lost that too. In an attempt to win the second round of election, the Turkish state attempts to suppress the people through intimidation and state terrorism through assassination and massacring hundreds of people in the region of Surj, Ankara, and Diyarbakir, and imprisoned thousands of people. Even though Western government claim to be against Daesh, they deceitfully back up the Turkish government to ensure Erdogan wins the election. The EU is in fact rewarding Turkish by providing Shagam visa to Turkish citizens and has deposited 3 million euro twice into Turkish government account for hosting refugees, even though the Turkish government forces millions of Kurdish people to be displaced and become refugees. NATO is supporting the Turkish government in their brutal acts against Kurdish people with the excuse of fighting terrorists. It appears that now the Kurdish children and the people who fight Daesh on the front lines are shamefully being labeled as terrorists. The main global media are silent about Turkish government's massacre of Kurds, but we are seeing a lot of reports from civilians and through social media. Erdogan's murderous rampage is so clear that there is no need to discuss this matter any longer. Now it's time to ask, what should we do? And discuss direct action and converge our energy and activities to uncover Erdogan's hidden agenda. Now is the time to organize actions, rallies, and protests. It's time to occupy international humanitarian offices to demand they do not stay silent against the Turkish government's brutal massacre against Kurdish people. We invite all radical lawyers, writers, and activists to ensure that there are millions of people in the streets protesting Turkish state fascism. We call for a boycott of the Turkish government. Do not buy their product and do not get on their Turkish airlines. Right now, there is some tension between Iranian and Turkish government with regards to Syria. Let us use this opportunity to organize actions in Iran as well. However, be cautious that there are Iranian government organizations which want to misdirect this struggle. This fight is not between Kurdish people and Turkish people. There are hundreds of Turkish people and radical organizations protesting and fighting the Turkish government alongside the Kurdish people. There are also Kurdish government who are backing up the Erdogan regime. Do not let this brutal system turn this movement to their benefit. Any slogans do not center the people's struggle should be discarded. Down with Turkish government who are massacring the Kurdish people. Thank you.
For months now, the Turkish state has intensified its occupation of predominantly Kurdish cities. This brutal state of affairs have been increasingly violent since the November elections in Turkey. Analysts have stated that the renewed conflict initially appeared to have been a calculated political strategy by the president Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
همو لایک بخیر بین زور سپاس بو هاتنتان امرو بو بجداری کردنتان لگلمان عزیزان امرو هنرمند مامۆستا سەڵاح ئامادەی خۆی دەرخستۆ بە دوو مۆسیقا بە دوو پارچە مۆسیقا دوو دانەسترود بەشداریمان لەگەڵەکە با بە هەمومانەوە دەستخۆشی لێ بکەین و بەخێر هاتنی بکەین سپاس دووبارە بۆ ئامادەبوونتان